Aurangzeb, the last great Mughal emperor, remains a controversial figure in Indian history. His reign was marked by both territorial expansion and religious policies that targeted Hindus, creating a complex legacy debated even today. In contemporary India, Aurangzeb has become a symbol invoked by different groups, often to fuel existing tensions. The recent violence in Nagpur, sparked by protests near Aurangzeb's tomb, is a stark reminder of how historical grievances can ignite contemporary unrest. The protests were fueled by long-standing resentment towards Aurangzeb among certain sections of society. These groups view him as a tyrannical ruler who persecuted Hindus. They see his tomb as a monument to oppression, a constant reminder of historical injustices. The protests, therefore, were not merely about a physical structure, but about what it represents in the collective memory of a community. The situation in Nagpur escalated rapidly from peaceful protests to violent clashes. The trigger, according to reports, was the rumored burning of effigies of Aurangzeb and a religious chadar near Shivaji Putla Square. This act, perceived as an affront to the sentiments of those protesting against Aurangzeb's tomb, ignited a wave of anger and resentment. The protests, fueled by the alleged desecration, turned violent. Protesters clashed with police, resorting to stone pelting and arson. The situation quickly spiraled out of control, engulfing the streets of Nagpur in chaos and violence. The violence was not limited to physical confrontations. Mobs vandalized property, setting vehicles ablaze and leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The government's response to the Nagpur violence was swift but seemingly inadequate in the face of the escalating chaos. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and Union Minister Nitin Gadkari issued appeals for calm, urging citizens to maintain peace and refrain from violence. However, their pleas seemed to have little impact as the situation continued to deteriorate. Law enforcement agencies were deployed in large numbers to quell the unrest and restore order. Police Commissioner Ravinder Singhal deployed over 1,000 personnel, including riot control units. Prohibitory orders were imposed in sensitive areas to restrict movement and prevent further escalation. Despite these efforts, the violence continued, highlighting the challenges faced by the authorities in containing the unrest. The Nagpur violence, like many recent incidents of unrest, has once again exposed the dark side of social media. Authorities believe that rumors and inflammatory content spread through social media platforms played a significant role in escalating the protests into violence. Misinformation, shared and amplified within echo chambers, fueled anger and incited hatred, pushing people towards violence. The ease with which misinformation can spread through social media poses a significant challenge to maintaining peace and order. The Nagpur incident underscores the urgent need for greater vigilance and control over online content to prevent the spread of rumors and hate speech. It also highlights the responsibility of social media users to critically evaluate information before sharing it, recognizing their role in either mitigating or exacerbating tensions.